man, TK Kirkland says that a record executive told him that Jay-Z was holding back Beanie Sigel, and Beanie Sigel, he was on Art of Dialogue, only could sell so many records before they stopped pushing his albums to sell more records and stuff. And you know, he said Jay-Z is man, but he also was asked on Art of Dialogue if it was any other artist that Jay-Z did it to, and he was saying basically that if Jay-Z do it to Beanie Sigel, he did it to other artists. You hear about how he stole Young Chris style and ran off with it and all that stuff. And you know, that's a terrible mentor to have. But let's talk about it. Check out the Music Entertainment playlist, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And a lot of people been you know, basically speculating, saying Jay-Z done that to a lot of artists and stuff, and didn't want his artist to be bigger than him, you know. And I mean, other rappers have been doing that too. That's a terrible mentor to have. It's somebody who don't want to see you bigger than them. You know what I'm saying? Or don't want to see you pass them. What's so crazy about that is, you know, somebody you start off with get bigger than you. Guess what, man? You know them. They owe you a favor, or, you know, they in debt to you. They can help you get to the next level, whatever. But people don't see it that way. And a lot of people said, you know, figured that. And I know one thing that grinded Jay-Z nerves was when, you know, Nas said, compared to your man's beans, you whack. That fuck with Jay-Z when he said that, because a lot of people start saying that. If you pay attention, Jay-Z was cutting that man verses short on ignorant shit. He cut his verse short. That was after Ether. Before Ether, Guess Who's Back, they cut his verse short with Scarface, because he murdered them niggas on that song. So Jay-Z was kind of cutting his shit short. And that's you know, and Beans, they go come out and say it per se, whatever, because Jay-Z a very powerful man. You hear what they saying about Puff and stuff, and how Puff, you know, how Puff moving and whatever. And yeah, Jay-Z powerful, but you know, but everybody been speculating that for a long time. And Jay-Z kind of like that drug dealer that just, you know, or you know, that drug dealer that just keep his associates fed enough for them, you know, not to be starving, but not to be on the same level. Kind of like how it was in Too Deep, where he was just, you know, L. Cool J character was just feeding them niggas enough, so they, you know, so they continue just to be loyal enough, but really wasn't letting nobody be on his level. That's kind of like, you know, how people describe Jay-Z and shit. It's unfortunate, to be honest. He's a very shallow individual. I mean, you know, just several examples here, man. Was like when T.I. said, you know, been public and said Tupac is his greatest rapper of all time. He said Jay-Z called him and said, do you really believe that? Like, nigga, what? You just mad because you ain't nobody's favorite rapper, though. You ain't this man's favorite rapper, bro. And T.I. said, yes, I truly do believe that. I mean, like, are you serious? It did, you know, where Nori was telling the story on Geek Traps, it was a alleged story that Fat Joe and Big Pun chased Jay-Z around the room. He said Jay-Z called him. And he hung up on him. He thought it was a prank call. And he called back and he had to realize it was the real Jay-Z. He said, I really didn't think this nigga would be worried about no shit like this, no rumor like this. But he was. And he said, how can I make this right? You know how powerful these dudes is, bruh. You know? So you really concerned about a rumor about Fat Joe and Big Pun chasing you around the ring, and you really worried about T.I. saying that, you know, Tupac is his greatest rapper of all time. Nigga, it's opinion. That's why niggas think he's so shallow and so shiesty. It's like when he, his boy DeHaven said that Jay-Z said he's gonna take care of his lawyer, and he got his PO, and you know, his PO let him go, you know, to Jay's show to confront Jay about paying for his lawyer, and Jay didn't pay for the motherfucking lawyer. He said, in hindsight, he glad he didn't, because, you know, he ended up, you know, getting exonerated or something like that, and not going to jail and being free. But just little bullshit like that, like come on, bruh. Come on, man, get out of here. And that's probably why them and Dipset was beefing, because how he did Dame. But Dame should have been prepared for that shit. Y'all ain't grow up in the sandbox together. And even if y'all did, look how he did his homies, Jazzo and all them niggas. Because they didn't agree with how he was with it. He cut them niggas off. Eventually they all cool and shit now, but he cut them niggas off. That nigga cutthroat, bruh. Cutthroat as hell, man. all the shit that you hear about this dude, bro. And a lot of guys got egos like that. Like I'm saying, Eminem was cutting niggas verses that was better than him on the D12 album. So that shit don't surprise me. These dudes got egos, bro. But that's the worst type of person to bring you in the game. Somebody who don't want you to be bigger than them. You ain't supposed to be like that. You get that a lot from black people, bro. You know, any artist that put you in a slave deal, offer you a slave contract, they ain't come on. And then you had Jay-Z go on record saying, well, you know, Beanie Sigel driving around the Rolls Royce and he never went platinum. Nigga, you never let him go platinum. TK Kirkland said, well, a record executive told him that Beanie Sigel could only sell so many albums before they stopped pushing it and stopped allowing him to push his albums. So how you gonna want to be the head of a label, bruh, and not want to reap the true benefits and not want to see your artists grow? That's what nobody in Rockefeller ever, like, really, like, even his boy Memphis Bleek. He never let Memphis Bleek really do what Memphis Bleek. He ain't never pushed Memphis Bleek like that. None of them niggas he pushed like that, bro. None of them. You know, him and Dang was competing over Aaliyah. He was trying to steal Aaliyah from Dang. He was a shiesty ass nigga, bruh. Ain't no other two ways to win it. Now, if we didn't have all these other stories to support it, and it was just with speculation, cool, it's speculation. It's speculation, bruh. I mean, okay, leave you with one last story. Sean Paul was just talking about, you know, they give me the lighter, no. That nigga, he was just talking about how Jay-Z was, you know, kind of like, two more stories. How Jay-Z was kind of like trying to, like, you know, like when he was doing a song with Beyonce. I forget what the name of the song was. I really wasn't no fan of his, nor Beyonce. But he said Jay-Z was just like, he was worried that Sean Paul was gonna take Beyonce from him. Nigga, what? He said Jay-Z wouldn't let them do certain things in the studio. I mean, also he said Bun B and them they did a song with Beyonce, and Jay was making Beyonce. He was making them niggas cover their eyes. Some shit Bun B was saying too about how he was being protective over Beyonce and shit. Man, this nigga's an insecure dude, bro. Very insecure. You know, look how another story, how he backstabbed Kaepernick. You know, put the jersey on. Oh, we passed kneeling for Kaepernick and all this shit, right? Remember all that? We passed kneeling and all that. What we gonna do next? He got a job out of the situation. Not only got a job, didn't even get a team out of the situation. So, I mean, dude is dude, bro. He couldn't have got so far, but playing how he played it. Same thing for Puff. Everybody loved Puff. Puff smiled, but Puff was as dirty as grimy as Suge Knight. Suge just didn't know when to turn it on and turn it off. So, it is what it is. Check out the music entertainment playlist. Thumbs up the video. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live drop video. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, TikTok, and all that stuff. Hit the link tree. You can find me there. Peace.